This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
What wasn't dark, though, this past weekend, we buried the lead, buddy. You had a capacity crowd for a pay-per-view in Jacksonville.
How about that?
Not socially distanced, an ass every 18 inches, as our pal Jim Ross likes to say.
Yeah.
What was it like to have a live crowd again? They had to be pumped to see wrestling.
Yeah, it fires everybody up, from the wrestlers to the announcers to the the officials, the referees, the people who set up the ring, the people behind the stage. It makes you better, and especially the fact that it had been so long since we had done that. The last live crowd we had was Salt Lake City in March of 2020. Wow. So it had been a long time, and so it was wonderful. It really is. It really is wonderful, and it shows that a couple of things. Obviously, people are ready to get back to going out and seeing things.
Yep.
Hey, who isn't, right?
Yep.
And also, people just love our product. There are a lot of people that do not love AEW and our product. I get that, and I don't know why. I've said this so many times. I don't know why people have to take sides. It's not like we're the Yankees and they're the Red Sox,
right?
But I'm very, very happy that we do have a lot of fans, and we've worked hard for that. We've worked hard to develop a relationship with fans, with AEW and with this podcast and with ad-free shows and with WHW Monday Patreon. So I think if you work hard to cultivate a fan base, it comes back to you, and it did on during Double or Nothing. It was a great night.
Well, I was excited. I had a house full here. I didn't get to make it down for this one, but people were fired up to see wrestling the way we used to enjoy it, if that makes sense.
Sure. The way the old school way, which is what you and I are all about. Old school.
Speaking of old school, that's why we're here today. You didn't tune in to just hear Tony and I filibuster and talk about here, there, and yawn. We're talking about World Championship Wrestling from May 31st, 1986. Tony, I got to tell you, I continue to get incredibly positive feedback about what we're doing here with our march through 1986. Are you seeing the same thing?
I sure am. I'm seeing the same thing from youngsters, or from people who were around and old enough to understand what was going on, and from people who are too young, I guess you being one, really, to understand. In other words, this is not part of it's part of your childhood, but it's not part of your childhood memories.
Yeah.
Like the Ultimate Warrior.
Sure.
But so I'm hearing a great feedback from everyone. And I think one of the reasons is because how great the characters were back then, and how they were able to, as you just said, filibuster, talk on camera. I go back to this every time, and I know I'm right. The way to get over is to be able to cut a promo.
Yes.
You obviously got to work.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to cut a promo. If you can't cut a promo, you're not going to stand out. And these people that we're getting ready to see could cut a promo. And today we have a debut too, which is a big one. Ray Traylor is going to transform today.
Pretty over the top promo from Jim Cornette too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So I love over the top shit, man. Love it.
It's the best. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When, with the voice of your childhood, Tony Schiavone. Tony, what's going on, man? How are you?
What a great time to be alive. What a great time to be a wrestling fan. I say it so many, many times when I talk to people. I'm fine, by the way, Conrad, but I'm just really happy to be here with you once again. I'm always happy. Did you know that?
You're not always happy. Sometimes you're grumpy.
Yeah, well, that's being grumpy, but deep down inside, I'm happy. Grumpy on the exterior, but deep down inside, I'm happy. Oh, and by the way, I guess I can say this right now. It was announced during Double or Nothing on Sunday that the next two pay-per-view events have been booked.
Oh, how about that?
That's right. And our next two will be in Chicago, then in St. Louis. And starting in the month of July, we are going to go out week to week and back live on the road. So God bless America, right?
God bless the low key big hogs and the top guys over at Ad Free Shows too. You guys have been made aware of some pretty fun developments, and we're
Yep.
excited about that. We're finally getting back to normal, with wrestling on the road and us having our get-togethers.
Right.
It's feeling like COVID's in the rearview mirror a little bit. Hopefully,
Yeah.
knock on
You
wood.
Me too. I agree with you. Hopefully, it's in the rearview mirror. I remember during all this how they kept quote unquote talking about the new normal. There's no such thing as a new normal.
Yeah.
And there's no such thing as the old normal. What's going on right now is normal, so it changes, and it's good time. And I do want to say this. I like to start out the show by saying this: when you do a certain level on WHW Monday, our Patreon channel, you get a phone call from me.
Yeah.
And I've been making phone calls, and I called a gentleman out in California named Michael Velez recently. We had a very, very long talk about how much our podcast means to him,
Oh, that's nice.
and how much, and this is, you and I talk about this a lot, how it makes everything that we do, it validates everything we do. This is why we do it. Obviously we do it for a myriad of reasons, but we do it. What makes us feel good about it is when we can hear from someone that says, you know what, my life's kind of in turmoil right now in many ways. Not to say that Michael's is, and I can just listen to you guys. And sometimes I listen to two of them back to back. And it just takes me out of what's going on in my life and puts a smile on my face. And that means everything to me. And I wanted Michael to know that here, because he is taking care of his father, who's in his 70s, and he has to deal with that. And so I'm glad. Michael, it was great talking to you. You're a very good guy. And everybody that I've talked to the last week or so, thank you for the feedback. Because we have fun. We're two friends watching a wrestling show, talking about the years behind us, and having fun, and making fun of stuff, including me. So if we can put a smile on your face, damn it, we're doing something right.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.